Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Hi, I'm Preet, and today we are talking about my biggest insecurities. I'm opening up about my biggest insecurities that I've had in my life, just so you can see just how unnecessary some of your insecurities can be. In this video, I'll definitely be covering all the ways that you can get over your insecurities and everything that helped me. So to get over your insecurities and mindset shifts that helped me get over my insecurities. Before anything, I just want to give you a quick introduction, not gonna take much time. If any of these topics that you're seeing on the screen right now interest you, if you like watching such content, consider checking out my channel, consider just go check it out, no pressure. And if you like it, consider subscribing because that will make my day. So just subscribe. I also have an Instagram page, so you can follow me there. I post a lot of positive self-love and fashion content there with daily life updates. Also, I have a small business, Ronil, which is about affordable, trendy accessories. So if you're looking for that, we have really good collection of affordable accessories. So you can definitely check the website or the page down in the. Every link is in the description box below. So go check it out. I just want you to get comfortable with me and let's just talk. I've not scripted this video, so this is just like I'm talking to my friend. It's another addition to one of the playlists that I have called TMI Conversations, which is basically just real talk that I just come here and talk to you guys about some particular thing. Check out the playlist too, it's here. So let's start with the biggest insecurities. Before starting that, I want you to guess it. I want you to guess my biggest insecurities. Like, okay, I'm gonna put a full picture of mine here. Can you guess my biggest insecurity? Take your time. Guess my biggest insecurities. You can't, right? Can you guess? You cannot literally see my biggest insecurities. Can you guess that my biggest insecurity were my thighs and my legs? Could have anybody of you have guessed that? And it got to such a drastic level that, okay, there was a time where I used to just wear shorts. I only used to wear shorts. I loved wearing shorts, and it got to a point where I literally stopped wearing shorts. Okay, like I wouldn't wear shorts, I wouldn't wear skirts because I just thought that if I sit down, the thighs, they just flatten. Like, and you know, the obsession with that U in between the legs is so freaking much. And like everybody keeps talking about, you know, how girls with the non-touching thighs are so hot. I got this intense insecurity, and legs, I have like a genetic heredity of having like uneven toned legs. It is not very prominent now. It was never actually really prominent. It was just prominent to me, and I used to be so insecure about that. Like every video, every photo that I used to post on Instagram, I used to edit out my legs. Like I literally have photos of my on Instagram like this one. I've literally edited the leg because it was tanned, because I only used to wear like shorts and it was like unevenly toned. So I used to literally smoothen it out and do so much editing on it before posting. And now I just look at it, I'm like, seriously, do I really need to do this? Like, this is my picture non-edited with legs, and I don't think so anybody would guess that I'm insecure about my legs. Like, my legs look like normal legs. Okay, what actually really helped me get over my insecurity of my thighs were romanticizing your insecurity. This is literally works like wonder. Like, I really started romanticizing thick thighs because there are so many girls out there who really want thick thighs. Like, your insecurity can literally be somebody else's dreams, and I know that concept is literally so hard to grasp. Like, I hate this, why does somebody like this? But actually people do. Okay, like I started following girls who would be like, I love thick thighs. I started following everywhere where thick thighs was celebrated. Okay, like thick thighs, and you know, thick thighs are sexy and thick thighs are hot, and you know, thick thighs are something girls want. And I was like, oh, okay, maybe it's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. Having thick thighs is not a bad thing. There are so many celebrities like Marilyn Monroe. I'm not saying the word right. She's literally the face of American beauty. Okay, and she had thick thighs. Okay, there are so many celebrities that have thick thighs. Okay, literally, if they can rock it, they can romanticize it, they can literally make that the definition of beauty. Why can't you? Okay, so literally romanticize your. I've been really sick for the last week, so I'm talking like that. I'm so sorry. And the second thing is your environment. Okay, fill it with things. Okay, like fill it with your insecurities. Okay, like if you're insecure about your thick thighs, fill your social media, fill everything around you with thick thighs. Okay, that's how you normalize thick thighs. Okay, because you know what, there's no right and wrong. Okay, when you see so many people having this and functioning pretty much normally, you will start saying that, oh my god, it's not that big of a deal. Nobody cares. Nobody. actually fucking cares? And the second, okay, coming towards my second biggest insecurity, and I really want to talk about this, is because for the longest time, I think this was the longest thing that I was insecure about, was my voice. My god, I was so insecure about my voice to a point where, you know, I have a very high pitch kind of a voice, which can get a little very squeaky, and it's like very loud. It's always been like that, okay? And people made sure to make me realize that, to a point where I wouldn't talk to I'm just gonna get water, just a minute. Oh my god, literally boys, it got to a point where I wouldn't even talk to my friends. Even when I had something to say in class or something to say in a discussion, I wouldn't say it because I would just be so scared of how my voice would sound and people would judge me for the voice I have. And it got to a point, and now literally girl, this is like the proof that you can get over your insecurities, and your weaknesses and your drawbacks and things that you think are your faults or flaws can literally become your strength one day. Because look at me now, I literally come on the internet and literally talk every single day, okay? Like, I have 10k followers on Instagram, which is a huge deal for me. Literally, those 10k people have no problem with my voice. I literally come on the internet and talk every single day. So your insecurity can literally be your strength, because your insecurity is something that makes you unique, that makes you, okay? Like, you, if you are like everybody else, there's nothing unique about you, and then what's the point, okay? Like, I'm sure everybody wants to be like different and unique, okay? Like, yes, we want to fit in, but there's also a part of us that wants to, you know, be unique. And this is literally that makes you different, that literally that makes you special, is what makes you different. And you're being hard on yourself for just being different from other humans. And it's just a fact, okay, that you know, not all humans are same, okay? And I don't understand why everybody is trying to run in the same practice of trying to be same, okay? Make your uniqueness and the different things about you your strength, not your weakness, okay? Like, my voice didn't have to be my weakness, it could just be my strength. It's the way I express. And you know what, I just realized that I cannot freaking change my voice, okay? It's something I'm born with. So either I can hate it and be hard on myself and hate myself every single day of my life, or I could just embrace it. I could just accept it. Like, this is my voice and this is what makes me who I am, okay? This is Preet, this is how Preet talks, and nothing would define me better than the way I talk, okay? Like, there's no better voice for me, okay? There's no better voice that would fit the personality of Preet better than the voice that I have. And basically, you can't really change your voice, okay? So what's the point of being hard on myself? It's better to just love my voice instead of hating it. And you know what? A very good way of doing it is that, you know what? You don't have to love it overnight, okay? A lot of people are like, I'm insecure about this, I just want to love it overnight. That's not how it works, okay? You can just start by neutralizing it, okay? So what I did was basically that my voice is just voice. It helps me express, and my voice is just my voice, okay? It's nothing more, okay? I don't hate my voice. I don't love it yet, okay? So you can just neutralize it, okay? So it's basically hating it to neutralizing it to loving it. It's just a journey, so it goes by steps. So instead of fuzzing about if you love it or you don't love it, just start by neutralizing it. Also, it's like, you know, you have to realize that you cannot change it. It's what makes you unique, it's what makes you special, okay? It's what makes you different and stand out, and that's a good thing, okay? Stop making it a bad thing. And you know what, one of the best ways to actually see how hard you are being on yourself is, you know what, most of the time when you think that other people are judging you, it's really you who are judging yourself. And you know what, the best way is to look at it that, would you be talking the same way that you are talking to yourself about your insecurity? Would you really be noticing all these flaws in person that you love? Okay, would you really be picking on this? Or if your little sister came and told you, if she had your voice and she came and told you that I hate my voice and I don't want to talk because I hate my voice, would you really be saying that to her? That, oh my god, your voice is so bad, you shouldn't talk. The way you talk to yourself inside your head, would you really be talking to that with somebody you love? You don't even notice these things in people you love, okay? And I really want to, the third biggest insecurity that I had is a keloid on my leg. I had a really bad injury, and I have a scar from there. It's like a keloid, it's called a keloid, and it's on my leg. And I used to be so insecure that I wouldn't wear like heels, I wouldn't wear like things that show that. And it got to a point where I literally was telling my mom that I want to get surgery to remove that scar from my body. Yeah, so that extent that your insecurities can feel you, that I was literally telling my mom that I want to have surgery to remove that, okay? Because you need to have surgery if you want to like get rid of that scar. And my mom was like, are you crazy? Like, she was literally like, are you crazy? You're not getting a surgery just because you have like a scar on your body that is hardly noticeable. And I was like, at that time I didn't understand, but now I'm like, thank you mom, thank you. But like, literally, That is the extent of insecurity that I had, and if I can get over it, so can you. And I am guaranteeing you, nobody freaking noticed, because you know what? The biggest thing that I did with this and with my voice is I started doing it. I started going out. If you are insecure about something, just do it. Just face the freaking thing. Stop being scared of it. Face it, okay? Like literally face it. Because what I did was, you know what? I started wearing heels and I started posting about it online. And you know, there's a reel of mine which is like on literally 21M, and the keloid is prominent there according to me. Okay, so I'm wearing a heels that you can clearly see the keloid from, and it has like 21,000 comments, and none of them, okay, we are talking about 20 million people, none of them actually noticed it. Nobody has ever told and come to me, you have something on your leg, or you know, you have like, my god, you have a scar there. Nobody literally saw it. And I was like, my god, nobody actually cares, okay? Everybody is so busy with their insecurities and their problems and their worries and their stresses in their life. Nobody freaking cares about how you are looking, how your scar on your leg is looking, how fat your leg is, or how thin your leg is, or how what color your leg is really is. The only people who actually even bully you about it, or actually come and make it like, you know, noticeable to you, like, oh my god, you've gotten so thin. You know, those people who come and told you, oh my god, it looks so thin, you look so thin, you should gain some weight. Those are people who have nothing else in their life, okay? Like, they are literally, their life is so boring that the only interesting thing in their life is your life. Like, literally, can you even imagine that the most interesting thing in their life, and they literally have time to do like so many things in the world to do, and the only thing they care about is your legs or your weight or the way you look? Like, how unimportant things. I mean, how free do you have to be in life to do that? Like, I don't go and tell people, like, notice people like what color their leg is. Like, hello, I have so many things to worry about myself. Why would I be looking at that? Okay, so exactly. So those people really don't matter, okay? And you have to start remembering that your body is not some perfect it's not a perfect plastic doll that you buy from a store, okay? Your body carries memories of your experiences of your life, okay? Now I look at my keloid and now I look at my scar and I'm like, oh my god, this is literally proof of the amount of strength that I have, that I can get through the worst of worst times. No matter what, I can get through it. And my body is a living reminder. That scar is a living reminder of my resilience, of my strength, and everything that I have overcome. It literally speaks experience. It literally speaks my experiences, everything that I've gone through in life. It's not a perfect picture, okay? Just like your body is not supposed to be a perfect plastic doll that you buy in a store. It is supposed to have lines. It is supposed to have cellulite. It is supposed to have things that make you, that make your life. So literally reframe the narrative. Instead of putting yourself down, put yourself up for it, okay? So reframe from the negative, pulling down narrative to the uplifting, positive narrative. Okay, the fourth thing I was really insecure about was my nose. Like, I was really insecure about my nose. I thought it was too fat, it's too big, fat. I don't know, I was just very insecure about the structure and everything about my nose. And it's like, even now, sometimes it flares up that I'm like, oh my god, yeah, it's something that I was really insecure about. But here are things that really help with these, okay? First of all, I look exactly like, my nose is exactly like my mother, okay? And my mother is literally the most gorgeous human I've met, okay? She's so beautiful and she's so gorgeous, and I literally think she's the prettiest woman alive in the world. And my nose is literally exactly like her, okay? Like, my nose is literally like, it's same, okay? Like, obviously I'm her daughter, so some things are same, and my nose is exactly like her. And I'm like, how can I ever hate that? How can I ever hate that, okay? Because literally, you look like if you are ever hating how you look or the way you're looking, please remember that you literally are carrying the face, and like, you are literally carrying your generation. Like, you literally are, like, the minute that you start hating your face, you're literally hating your parents, your family, your grandparents, your sister, your brother. You're literally hating every single generation that came before you, because you literally look like them, okay? You literally look like your sister, you literally look like your parents, okay? It's their genes. And the minute that you start hating your face or your looks, remember that you are also hating your mother, your little sister, your elder sister, and your father and your parents, okay? And that really grounds me in reality. I'm like, oh my god, like, I literally love this on my mother, and why am I being hard on myself for this? I've also made a video on this. If you're like hating your reflection, these are things that really help, and it's like really insightful video if you really are struggling with the reflection. Like, you know, there was a time where I wouldn't look in the mirror, and actually I love looking at myself now. Okay, like right now also I'm looking at myself and I'm loving that. So if you want to go that answers shit how to stop hating your reflection, this video is really good. And the fifth thing that I want to end this video with, saying I'm only doing 5, is I never thought that I was pretty. Growing up, I was really bullied for not being pretty, and you know, for being the ugly girl in the class, and you know, the fat girl in the class. Even though I was not really fat, I was never obese. I was actually perfectly average size. I was really bullied for being fat and, you know, being ugly and not having boys' interest. So growing up, I never felt pretty. Okay, I never thought that I was pretty. I was like, okay, I don't care about being pretty. Even though I did at that time, I never thought that I was pretty. Okay, and I was like, over time I just accepted that I'm not pretty. Okay, you know what, that's something that really got me realize, that really hit me, was like I was constantly comparing my people from Europe, and I'm like, obviously I'm not gonna look like them. I'm not a European, I'm not an American, I'm not having Photoshop in my mirror and my mirror is not perfectly angled. Obviously I don't look like them. And I started thinking that I'm not pretty because I was constantly comparing myself with beauty standards that were never supposed to look like me. Okay, and so something that really helps is to, you know, look around you, and even your social media feed, fill it with people who look like you. Okay, so I started, you know, something that I personally did was I started following people who look like me, who were not using Photoshop, were not editing, who were open about their Spencer Barbosa is something that you should definitely follow. She's so open about everything. She really got me over feeling insecure and thinking that I'm not pretty. People who are normalizing looking human, please follow those people. Like Spencer Barbosa is one. There are other people also. I'll just put 2-3 names here. Just JC Diaries is also one. Even that girl, she just hit 200k on Instagram. I don't remember the name, but she's also really good. These people are actually normalizing how, these are not Indians. So I also follow like people who are like, okay, so I personally started following Indian people who look like me, who have the same skin color as me, who are facing the same problem as me. Like we have curly hair, and you know, we have frizzy hair, and we also have like brown skin. So these things can be literally beautiful. Okay, I started following things and, you know, reading books about people who look like me, and that literally changes so much in your point of view, because then you are like, okay, I was never like ugly. Okay, I was just making this made up beauty standard that I could never achieve because they were not made for people like me. Okay, so really think about that. Like I realized the biggest bully that, yes, I was bullied in school for not being pretty, but the biggest bully was me. Okay, like I was being my biggest bully because I was telling myself that I should look a certain way and have my hair a certain way and look a certain way and be a certain height to actually be pretty. So it's really about what you believe, because right now I did not change. My height did not increase, my face did not change much. I pretty much look the same I looked in school. The only thing that changed was my mindset, my perspective, and the way I believe. Okay, my beliefs, my perspectives, my mindset shifts. Okay, like I stopped believing that the girl who had most amount of boyfriends in the school was the idea of pretty. Okay, I was like, no, I am the idea of pretty. I look pretty and I believe that now. So it's basically really about your beliefs, your mindsets. And so basically, like, stop being your biggest bully. Okay, literally that's what I'm saying, is to stop being your biggest bully. Ending the video, I have come to the end of this video. I hope I'm not bored you. I hope you like this video. If you like this video, consider liking this video. Like, share, comment anything and everything. I would love to have a talk about it in the comments. Okay, so subscribe, because that makes my day. Okay, every subscribe makes my day. So please subscribe. That would really help me get better and more videos to you. So like, share, save, comment, subscribe. You know I love you, right?